Hello. Oh, that did. It was supposed to do this. Hold on. Like this. There you go. Hi. Well, that was odd. Welcome to another stream. I know, right? I'm not streaming too much lately, and I gotta lower the volume real quick because it's fighting against my really low mic. But yeah, hello. Welcome to another stream. It is. I don't usually stream on Mondays, but today I thought about. It was scheduled for today. I've been putting off Chaos Chat Day since January. I was supposed to run it January, but seeing as we had a monster themed month this month, I definitely wanted to do like close the month, the monster month with Monster of the Week. And this was a community chat voted system for me to run during Decembits. So Decembits was like a small program that it was just a little gimmick in a sense that I just wanted to put a positive note to end my 2021, which wasn't really a good year, but I wanted to end it by manifesting good vibes, and a lot of people contributed. We broke records. I had the durianing, and supposedly Chaos Chat was supposed to go first, but durianing happened first. So I ate durian, and now I'm running a game for chat. And I'm super excited for this one because I don't necessarily have players. I just have characters, and my players are the people in the chat. So I'm expecting chaos, a lot of random predictions going on with the story, and yeah, and I'm hoping I could raise a bit of funds. We got to 32% of our goal for the Project Hope, which is what I did the 12-hour stream for yesterday with Lynn and Dead Dad. I played about 4 games. I was playing with Gum and Cian. It was really fun, especially the last part where we were just playing Hero Siege. So yeah, today, really hoping, given that it is Chaos Chat Day, I'm hoping to have a bit of participants in chat. This is a very engagement-centric game. I'm hoping that I'll definitely start when I get some folks to join in on chat. And if you guys want to join in, definitely just I'll be checking the first roll. So how does Chaos Chat Day work? Some people might wonder. Chaos Chat Day, basically, the gimmick is there is a role system that I've set up. I've really worked to make sure all things are in place. So there is a roll2d6 because Monster of the Week uses 2d6, and then it rolls, and then it'll pop out as the roll, and then I add it, and the first person that rolls, that is the considered effect. That was the considered roll for that action, is what I'm planning to do. And yeah, so basically that's it. The chat gets the roll. I'll be asking some input for like especially the names of the characters. It's gonna be all given at the mercy of the chat. There's 3 stand-in characters played, so it's kind of like me, and then 3 characters. I'll be doing the voices. It's kind of like a solo adventure sort. If you guys have followed Games Workshop, please do follow the Games Workshop. I hope I typed his name right. Really cool. He does a lot of this choose your own adventure type game. Let me see if I got his search right. I hope I did. Game. Wait, I'm gonna check first in Twitch if I did get his name right, because I don't want to send the wrong. Did I? I do follow him though. So hopefully I can find him. Because I do remember Games Workshop, that is that Aussie gamer. I did follow him again after what happened with the bots issue. Let me just see if I find him. Or maybe it's GM Workshop. Ah, GM Workshop. There you go. I got it. There you go. So, if you guys haven't checked out GM Workshop, he runs a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, and he's a dungeon master, and he has awesome minis collection, and he does a lot of interactions with chat. I think he did the serpents. It was a funny episode the last time because they went against a huge snake, and that snake basically wasn't like basically the snake wasn't the big bad boss kept rolling low, and there was pie, and there was it was a fun chaotic mess, and I really enjoyed that format, and I'm hoping I can do this with people in the chat. I think a few people were supposed to be hopping in today to join in. Feel free to join in whenever. For now, I'll be starting to set the scene, kind of tell you guys what it is. But definitely, I'll wait for a few interactions before I start with chat. You know, it might be pretty early, might be. Ooh. Ooh. And chicken joy. Alright. Very pretty server. Okay. Sorry. Alright. So yeah, I'll be starting today. I really enjoyed just a bit of like just a discussion for Chaos Chat Day. Or maybe it's gonna be a call on Chat Day. We shall see. Yeah. For now, this is like a really short story. I'll probably run it for just about 2 hours. It's really a small scene. It depends on the actions of the players if they go to certain places. And yeah, the 3 characters. I'll just give a brief of what Monster of the Week is. So Monster of the Week is run by Powered by the Apocalypse by Evil Hat Productions. They've been making really interesting systems that's a bit more, it's slightly GM-less. It's slightly more narrative in a sense. There's a lot more agency for the players to go about their actions. They get to declare whichever, which is perfect for Chaos Chat Day. They, I think, initially started with Dungeon World and Apocalypse World, powered by the Apocalypse, of course, and they started to branch out to different themes. And this one was Monster of the Week. It's kind of like if you wanted to go for a Scooby-Doo kind of setup, definitely it is. This is the kind of game you want to go for, or like, you know, typical supernatural kind of situations. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the layout. I just kind of made it on the fly, and I really enjoyed the colors with this one. Depending on the success of this Chaos Chat Day, I might do it monthly. It might be a monthly thing. We shall see. But for now, this is just testing the waters, see if I can handle the kind of chaos. Especially, I'm planning to use chaoschatday to try different systems, rules light systems, of course, that allows for a lot of player agency. So, Monster of the Week, you basically play people who kind of hunt a monster every week, much like the time of the system. You know, the typical stereotypes of you know, the monster hunters and like being the expert. There's always this bookish kind of character or the conspiracist. There's also the person who can transform. But I chose three um, specific playbooks for today. So with Powered by the Apocalypse, we basically go through playbooks. Oh, hey Zen. Hi. Hello. We've just started. It is Chaos Chat Day, and yes. Good morning to you. It is morning for me. It might be evening for some peeps, and um. Okay. There. Try get the key. Just this key. Chicken is safe unless chicken allergies. Sorry, I'm typing. Someone got Jollibee. Shout out to shout out to Beard Blake. You know, there's a Jollibee near his place, so he was like, what do you call this? He was like, hey, there's Jollibee. So I just had to comment. So it is a pretty relaxed day today. I'm not planning to go like full 4-hour campaign stream because this is a very rules light system, and depending on how the story goes, there's a start, middle, and end, and depending on how successful this Chaos Chat Day is, I'll be doing it every month, and I'll be running different systems. I actually I just wanted to show something real quick. I can go ahead and share a few things, but one thing I absolutely love about this layout is um, I just recently found out that Roll20 has a really nice sheet on Monster of the Week, and I love it to bits. Like when you roll, it's really pretty. So I'll just show you guys what I have so far. Ta-da! By the way, this layout, really new. I've set up the alerts for it to look different. I used some Undertale music for the alerts, and there is a specific alert. Somebody in tagu-taguan was like, if you do 69, there's usually an alert that happens, and I'm testing something. If somebody does 69, there's gonna be a weird thing that's gonna come out. We shall see, but that's just for bits. And I'd rather you guys don't try to go for the bits right now. I'd rather that the like if you guys are playing bits or subs, just put it towards the donation for Ukraine for now. So this stream, I know I dedicated 12 hours yesterday for Gaming for Ukraine. I'm also dedicating this stream to raise funds for Project Hope, which is sending medical aid and supplies. Their response team sending it over to those that are affected, the families and children. There's a lot of campaigns right now that are trying to help Ukraine, and I chose this one because I think medical aid is super important. Alright, so definitely dedicating this for now. So, oh wait. So they have really nice sheets. So I just wanted to show this one real quick. If you guys can see, it's really pretty. I like that they really went out of their way to. It's very streamlined. You can choose the move sets real quick, and I can't fully show what the dice roll is, but the dice rolls are actually really good. Like it has art. Actually, I can try to show it. Let me while we don't have much players for a bit, let's let's try. I just want to show the dice art real quick. Uh, I'm really considering running Monster of the Week solely because they have really good art for the rolls. Let me just put this behind. Maybe? Alright, so let me move this. There you go. You guys see it. So there's a see the side art, like it's really good because when you roll it shows 5, 11, and I'm like, it tickled my brain of like I probably should do Monster of the Week. It has a really nice layout. I'm really a fan of that kind of art style. Ooh, where'd it go? Where'd you go? I see you, but you disappeared. I hope it's seen though, like if you guys, because like when I do the studio mode it disappears. That's so confusing. Oh. Oh, okay. So I was right. So yeah, it's just that you see those bits like, and if you click like the dice, it's already streamlined as it is. If you think Dungeons & Dragons is streamlined, this is like super streamlined as well. So it's like sharp default, and forward, it rolls over here, and it's super nice. There's like, be sure to mark experience. I like that art style. That really tickles me when it comes to like rolling for things. So that's Hodlum. It's for the, oh yeah, speaking of, I think with a few players we have right now, we got Zen in the house, and a few more peeps who are open to joining. You guys can. I'll hide that. Oh, Drillbur, sorry. Nope, no Pokemon this week. No Pokemon interactions for now, as I am. Yeah. Oh no. There you go. So yeah, we're gonna be using Monster of the Week sheets in Roll20. I did try to do some, what do you call this? The one more multiverse, but for now we'll just go for Roll20. Of course, everybody gets to roll here. The first roll. So how does the mechanic work for Chaos Chat Day? I'll be making some descriptions and taking some comments and suggestions on what the names are gonna be. You guys can type away. The first comment I'm gonna see is what I'm gonna attach to the character. So it's always a first come first serve basis. And of course our dice roll is gonna be roll2d6. That's already set up in the channel. I'll see the results. I'll know it's a failure. So Monster of the Week success rate is usually a 7 to 9 for partial success, and then 10 above for the extreme success. But you only get experience by failing your rolls. So you don't have to be disheartened if you do get failed rolls. It's all part of the story. It's all fun, and it's all fun and games, and it'll make for an interesting interactions with the characters, with these 3 characters that we're gonna have to in this stream. So the 3 player characters are gonna be curated by me. They're using the playbooks. So we have, I know I typed the delinquent, but it's actually the crook. So I'll be using the crook, the initiate, and the expert. So those are 3 playbooks from the Monster of the Week book. You guys can get the quick start, the reference sheets. They're all under Evil Hat Productions. It is a free resource. You guys can definitely get started on your Monster of the Week runs with Evil Hat, just providing a lot of these awesome resources to get you started, like this one. They do have it uploaded and free for that, so you guys can use that one. So this is the delinquent. We do have this boy over here. So this is what it looks like. Blonde, blue-eyed, got the fist. I know it's called the delinquent, but it's actually supposed to be the crook. So it is the crook. So this is the crook. This is the expert. You know, brown-haired, glasses, hoodie. He's always got his phone out, taking pictures of things, and we got the initiate. So these are definitely just characters that I put on the field, and you guys get to control these 3 characters. So yeah, you guys ready to get started? Ready to start with the chaos? Let me. Yeah. So yeah, if we're ready to go, I'm gonna start in a few minutos. In about a few minutes, we can start with the entries for the chaoschatday. So again, it's just solely me as a GM, and then there's just 3 characters that you guys get to control. The expert, the crook, so from the picture, the expert, the crook, and the initiate. So I'll just be reading a bit of the blurb of what these classes are. So example, this one. There is the expert. The expert is my favorite playbook for this one. Let me. Oh, just for expectations, I don't even know what the monster is. The chat will get to declare what monster they're gonna face. I'm just putting a generic scene. The chat will even get to declare what town it's gonna be. You know, what the situation is. Basically, all the calls will be made in chat. So the name of the town they're gonna be in, the names of the characters, I didn't name them. They're just currently their base playbook. You even get to decide what gender they're gonna be. You get to decide their backstory. So we're gonna go through that bit by bit. So let me just go through a bit of the playbook just to give you guys a heads up on what it is that you guys are playing, or the playbooks that you guys are getting into. So first off, we'll go with the expert. So this is basically the expert is the one with the glasses, and they've dedicated their life to the study of the unnatural, their habits, their weaknesses. Knowledge makes me the biggest threat. So they're kind of like the conspiracy theorist in the group. That's kind of like their stereotype. And the expert, so far, what I got for their stats, let me just show you guys the lovely, lovely stats. I just love their sheet. Like, oh my god, why didn't I discover this sooner? So yeah, quick preview of the sheet. So this is the expert. This is no name yet. We're gonna declare it on the run. He doesn't have much charm. He's not that cool, but he's very smart. He's not tough either, and he's a bit weird. Though, I have a feeling he shouldn't have weird. I don't think he should. Should be. I think. I have a toss up whether he should be a bit cool and a bit tough, but I know he shouldn't have charm. Maybe. Yeah, I think this is fine because he knows a bit of the occult and stuff, and he's not that tough. He's not gonna be a punchy. I chose as well that he has the ability of, I've read this sort of thing. He rolls sharp instead of cool when he acts under pressure. He also has preparedness. He's gonna roll sharp when he needs something unusual. So, Bestie! Hello! Hi, Bestie! I'm watching from the phone. How goes the day? I'm good. I'm watching from the bath. Oh my god, thank you, Bestie, for dropping by. It is Chaos Chat Day. I'm just trying to describe what the playbooks are. You guys get to play the characters in the story. You guys get to declare in chat their names and everything. Also, a big heads up, I added 3 channel points. 3 new channel points specifically just for this day. There is the random effect, make them fail, and take 10. So first, random effect, you guys can basically declare a random effect that's going to happen in a scenario. How do I name one? Once I prompt it, I'm gonna start describing the scene and you guys get to name it. So far, I'm just explaining what the playbooks are so you guys know how to play it. But generally, everything happens in chat, even the rolls, so you guys get to roll 2d6. And the first roll I'll see is what I will consider for the game. So, yeah, so you guys get to choose the names, you guys get to choose the town, you guys get to choose the backstory. Everything on chat, everything I'm reading, that's gonna be the canon in this run. Roll PP. Yeah, I turned off the other one because it was conflicting with this one. I'm sorry. I should probably turn it back on. Wait, I probably should. But for now, the expert, the one I set up for the expert is that he's prepared. So basically, the chat can call anything unusual or rare, and then they can roll sharp. And on a miss, you know where it is, but it's somewhere real bad. So you have two interesting abilities for that, and you guys have monster slaying weapons. The expert has a mallet and wooden stake, a cold iron sword, and a juju bag. I like the juju bag. It's really fun. So this is a mostly smarts kind of character. Next, we have on screen Izuke juju bag. Yes, the juju bag. Next we have on the list, of course, is bad juju. Yes. Next we have is the crook. So the crook is basically he's kind of like a delinquent. He's a hoodlum. He kind of uses. He's a tough guy. He's not charming, but he's kind of cool and he's kind of a bit smart. But he has no experience with magic. But he kind of uses tough to manipulate someone with threats of violence. And they actually are notorious. When he walks in, people know about his criminal past, and immediately you're manipulating, like you basically terrify people at the mere notoriety. And he has cars. So this guy, the crook, has a car. Next, he has a shotgun, a hunting rifle. No, yeah, a hunting rifle and a baseball bat. So he's got all the guns and a baseball bat. That is for the crook. Next, we have the initiate. So the initiate, so while the crook is kind of like, yeah, I'm not that great. I've been around the block. You know, like it's not really. He's like has a bad rep. This one is from a family of monster hunters, and they're integrated in society. They have the fighting arts, but they're tradition bound and they're very strict. And basically they have mysticism. And I think for this one I shouldn't go for mentor. Uh, I should go for fortunes instead, because they're pretty weird. So I think I should remove this one. Ooh. Investigate remove as your effect. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna give them the fortunes for now. So they're kind of weird. And they have weapons, old-fashioned weapons, silver knife, crossbow, and a sword. So this is the initiate. Alright, bad juju, let's go. So these are the sheets for the characters. We got them. Here we go. So oh no, not that zoo. Alright, so we're gonna start here. We're gonna begin. We'll start the scene. We'll set up the scene first. I'd like chat to give me like a random city. Give me a random city. The first city I see on the chat is what is the modern setting for this place. First person to type a city, a modern city, that's gonna be the place. Feel free to declare any kind of city. Chicago. There we go, we got Chicago. Thank you, Seth. Okay, the scene starts in Chicago as declared by Seth. Thank you, Seth. In Chicago, you guys, it's kind of like, let's just declare it's in the modern times. This is in one of the kind of part of the city. It's in between It's kind of outside of the residential. It's more of a commercial side because you guys are heading into the arcade. So tell me, chat, what is the name of the arcade? Tell me the name of the arcade. So we are in Chicago. The setting is in Chicago. What? Feel free to give a random name for the arcade. So the setting right now, Chicago arcade. What is name of arcade? I'll just put insert arcade here while we wait for chat to think about it. It's slowly scaling up to the scene. It's a pretty arcade. It's kind of close to like a road over here. Arcaden. Thank you. So in Chicago, there is an arcade called the Arcaden. It's a pretty busy spot. Let's just declare that it is kind of like a school break. There is a 1 week school break. Exams are just done for at least the college students, and high school alike. There's like a break going on. Chicago, the weather is a bit. It's windy. The chat can declare what kind of weather it's gonna be in Chicago. Feel free to type in. But for now, we are in Chicago in Arcaden, and the scene starts. Let me change the music from the epicness to sounds of the arcade. So there's sounds of the arcade happening in this place. It's adjacent to what looks to be a toy shop, but on the other side is the arcade, where you guys can hear blasting sounds from lasers, the sounds of like a fighting game. Chat, feel free to choose what kind of fighting game our two characters are playing. We're gonna zoom in the scene. From here into the entrance, you guys see rows and rows of toys. Rows and rows of toys. And then over here to the side, if you enter here, we see two characters. They're kind of energetic. They're getting something into the games. They're playing one of the arcade games there. You guys feel free to declare what arcade game they're playing. Oh wow, that was... So they're over here. Don't mind me, I'm gonna just drink some stuff. So, you see the two characters, the what we will call now the expert for now, and the initiate. They're kind of like hard into playing. They're competing against each other. What kind of arcade game do you think they're playing? Okay, we'll just declare that they're doing a nondescript fighting game for now, to move things along. You know, they're very into it. They're like, there's the intensity of the fight. As we slowly zoom in to the two characters. Okay. Uh, so, as they're fighting a nondescript fighting game, uh, what do you think? What do you think are the names? Let's give the characters some names. We have the expert who has the glasses, very intense. You see that the light from the arcade screen is reflecting on his lens. What do you feel free to give the name of the expert? Doesn't have a name right now. So will whatever chat declares the first name to be declared for the expert, that is the name of the expert. This boy over here. Game Street Raider. Alright, so they're playing the game of Street Raider against each other. I'm not sure what Street Raider is. I'm actually gonna look that up. Interesting. Okay, Street Raider. Okay. And what is the name of the expert? Oh, for people that are just tuning in, we are playing Monster of the Week for Chaos Chat Day. Basically, I'm curating the game based on what chat's providing. So we've already got a setting, which is in Chicago. The name of the arcade is Arcaden, and the name of the game is Street Raider so far. And the scene is set with two characters playing the game, and we're currently naming the two characters right now, starting with the expert. The expert right now is waiting on a name, so title pending name, and name pending for the other one as well. Use my name for expert. I'm kind of nerdy enough for that kind of shit. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, Blake. Appreciate. We are currently playing Monster Hearts. Monster Hearts, Monster of the Week. Okay, so we're going for Seth. So the name of... We're naming the expert Seth. Wait, is that correct? Ooh, is it gonna be visible? Seth. I know, I have to write it on the other end. Hold on. Okay. Let's change it. Seth. We got Seth. Save. Alright. Named. Now we name the initiate. Hello, hello, thank you for. I'm here for a lurk. Love y'all. Thank you, Blake. I hope you get your Jollibee. Enjoy your Jollibee if you do get to order it. It's gonna be good. It's really good stuff. Now I want to get some Jollibee now. So yeah, feel free to give a name for the initiate. If anybody would like to give a name for the initiate, this is a black raven-haired girl for now, a female who's kind of intensely fighting a game with Seth, the name of our expert right now. Now I cannot I'm gonna imagine this Seth guy to be Seth, just his voice. So, and getting Jollibee, but I looked at it, but my fucking lord, there isn't much I like. Yeah, it's okay. You know, spaghetti's great, chicken joy's great, so, I'm not, nah, now my idea was Street Fighter with a replacement of Fighter with Raider. Okay, so it is a knockoff version of Street Fighter, which is Street Raider, and they're using like knockoff characters from a Street Fighter that's in Street Raider. But you can see that they're very intensely fighting. Seth is fighting with what looks to be his best friend. What is the name of Seth's best friend? You guys can give a name for the female that is playing on the other side of the arcade. Oh, I just realized that. Let me. Because you guys are picking up a lot of my background noise. Whoopsie. So yeah. Okay, I think we're good. With that one at least. So yeah. Then Mom just used the name Blake because he subbed. I'll move the story along. Okay, Zen has declared the name of the female will be Blake. Let's go with that. Alright. Alright. Blake! So, Seth and Blake are having an intense game of Street Raider, and okay, as they're starting to get head to head, there is a fight going on with like all the rounds. It is down to the last round. Both of them have 2 points each, and one of them with the final lead. Seth is kind of like intensely mashing through his combos, and you just see a very calm, reserved Blake. Just kind of like just intensely staring as well, but there's a smirk on her face as she's moving through the combos as well, dodging. Like you see the expert moves, like the way that the fighting styles, like she's able to dodge all of Seth's hits. Given that for the scene, you see that Seth goes, "Damn it!" as Blake gets that win on the fight. Seth just kind of slams down. It was so close. It was so close, but you know, Blake managed to get a great in that fight as she landed the final blow. It was like KO, and you just hear the sounds of the arcade, the 8-bit music that is just blaring all around, and you know, Seth kind of just looks at Blake and goes, "Alright, one more round." And Blake responds with, I know we're on break, but isn't it close to closing time? I think we're the last few people in the arcade. Everybody pretty much left. We're the last few people here." They all start to glance around as It's odd because it's eerily quiet despite the sounds of the arcade. There's not much noise of people. They really felt like they were alone. There's a serious face on Blake's face as she kind of glances. Hmm, it's too quiet, don't you think so? Seth glances back and goes, I don't know. So, with this situation, they start to look around their scene. Chat, feel free to declare what it is they see as they're glancing about. There's, for now, they're kind of just wandering back after a couple of fights. Seth kind of like shaking his hand a bit. It's a bit, um, it's a bit, he's, shaking for a bit because he got thumb abs as I have in the games yesterday. So yeah. What is the first thing they see? Pokecatch. Yes, a dweeble. So feel free to declare what it is that they see. I'll zoom in out of the map. There's a lot of things that they see here actually. Beyond the typical arcade machines, there's a bit of the foosball over here, a crane machine, of Furbies over on this side. There's even a dance mat over here. By the way, sorry, it's crab. I need it. Alright. So, you see kind of Seth jump as one of the crab toys kind of from this particular area over here. So you guys see that map over here? You guys see that over here there seems to be a crab toy that falls off on its own, and Seth is jumpy, like and then you just see Blake kind of do a side glance, rolling their eyes and like, are you like, geez, a toy just fell, gravity happens. And you see that Seth kind of looks at Blake. It could be a ghost. You never know. There's a lot of supernatural things happening in the world, even aliens. And you just see Blake kind of roll her eyes again at their very weird best friend. Well, here's a fun, tidbit, a bit of lore for our Blake character. Blake comes from a family of monster hunters. They've integrated in society, and her family warned her to never speak to anyone about her monster hunting abilities. The knowledge they have of fighting monsters, no one in the public should know. And she's trying to lead this double life where, she's trying to be just a normal person, spending time with the best friend. So she kind of comes off as a skeptic for most of the things that she knows exists. Of course, you know about Chicago. Yeah. Oh yeah, Blake. Yes, Chicago. Yeah. So, the basically, just know that Blake is leading a double life where her best friend since childhood doesn't know that her family is a monster hunting family. And a bit of lore for our character Seth over here. Seth knows too much, as some would say. He's kind of scoured the internet for all the information, everything from the cryptids to alien abductions, all the conspiracy theories. Seth has read them all, and He believes in a government conspiracy that they're hiding all of these phenomenons from the real people. So, well, some people think he's a bit kooky, is a bit, in the head, but he actually knows quite a lot of details about um, the monsters. You could almost say he's the kind of knowledgeable hunter had he not been a bit squishy. Um, so yeah, all that knowledge, but everybody just thinks he's a conspiracy theorist. So yeah, with that backlore in mind, that's why Blake reacted the way she did, just rolling her eyes. And both of them notice that the cashier for the toy store isn't around. Store is empty. No one's here. At least no one's attending. There's nothing much here. There's no one here at the prize area as well, and the one where you refill the card, no one's there as well. That's suspicious. With that, let's move the scene real quick. As the crab falls, it starts to chatter. It seems to be a winding toy as it starts to make that and its legs starts to move like the crab, like because it fell off, so it's like and so it's like why did that move? In that instance, the lights in the arcade turn off. Seth is jumpy as well. Ah! The arcade immediately just turns off. Everything goes dark. The only lights that were left were a few of the arcade lights, but the top lights were all but gone. Not much music was there. What's going on? You hear Seth go. Blake is immediately on alert. Let's just head home. I think they're just shutting down the arcade, because it is pretty late and no one bothered to tell us about it. I think we should just head out. The arcade's about to turn off. That's what Blake responds. Now we move to the other character. Can somebody roll me a 2d6 on chat, please? This is for an act under pressure roll for our unfortunate crook. He is acting under pressure. So that somebody rolling a 2d6 for me, please. Okay. Alright, if that's the case, let me just roll. I don't like rolling here. it. Let's see what I do here. Okay. Ooh, there's a failure. Oh, 2d6. Well, that's gonna be bad for a boy. Ooh, that's still a failure. I was gonna consider Zen's roll versus my roll. 5 is a failure. Zen rolled a 4, so we mark experience for our crook. But unfortunately, he was acting undercool. Because of this, they failed. They're not calm. You can see that they're kind of panicking. They were having heavy breaths, like, and then you immediately see that the two individuals start to hear somebody shouting, "Somebody help me! Somebody help me!" Somebody's outside shouting. Yeah, I got a 5. You got a 4. It's okay. Failure's fine. You just immediately Blake and Seth turn to the side as there's somebody shouting outside. They hear it through the windows because of how quiet the arcade is. The 8-bit music has already turned off. Uh, you know, he's shouting, he's screaming, he seems to be looking behind him all the time. Chat, I draw a second blood too. Yeah. You see this individual up top. He's surely in a state of panic. He's running around. He kind of looks for openings. He opens looks left and right, checks this one, it's a bit too small, checks this one, it's a bigger opening. I need somebody to roll, another 2d6. For the crook. So he's just shouting. The two characters hear the shouting from this individual. Anyone, please? Don't worry. Some of them are lurking. It's totally fine. I can roll if need be. Panic situation. Oh, hold on real quick. sorry. Muted. Whoop. Whoopsie. Sorry about that. So, I didn't realize I was muted. I can't hear you. Alright. So, going back. Basically, he rolled a 10. He rolled an 8, and he got a +2, so it is a 10. Is it a success? Um, and yeah, it is Chaos Chat Day, so there's gonna be bound for some hiccups. Uh, you see him, like, kind of punch through the window, kick through the glass, ignoring all the shrapnel and the surrounding. Like, he doesn't really care. He's just trying to break his way through the arcade, and he crawls into the bathroom space. There's an acrid smell of ammonia, and basically like a public bathroom smell. Let me just catch that ghastly real quick. And then he kind of maneuvers. No! How do I not have... Hold on. There you go. There you go. We get cats. So, basically, you see that this individual punches through the window, kicks through the glass, he maneuvers himself into this. Hello, Kelsey. Thank you for dropping by Chaos Day. He kind of steps into the toilet, moves over here, steps out into the bathroom, and Seth jumps, seeing the sight of this sweaty, panicked, blonde-haired, blue-eyed individual. Like he's just out of breath. He's kind of glancing left and right, looking behind him, slams the bathroom shut, and Seth goes, you kinda came out from the... And then, like, immediately, the blonde-haired man interjects, something's coming. It came after me. Like, and, Seth's stunned. Blake cocks an eyebrow and goes, what chased you? What do you mean? So yeah, Kelsey, welcome for the chat. Would you like to... Oh, congratulations on forgetting the ghastly. Who would like to give the name of the crook? The heavy breathing, panicked crook. Wouldn't let me big sad. It's okay. It's all good. So, would you like to give a name for this crook over here? The chat has given a name for Seth and Blake. What's the name of the blonde boy? Give a name, any name. Why can't I click it? I should be able to click it though. Oh. There you go. Keith. Okay, thank you. We'll name the crook Keith. Let's add that name real quick. This is funny though. So a bit of backstory for this character. He's a crook. In his school, immediately Seth and Blake recognized this individual. This kid came from their same school. They all went to high school together. This guy named Keith has apparently been in juvie. He's notorious for breaking people's faces. He got suspended many times. Everybody fears him and is said to be part of like some sort of gang, like a family gang, almost like a mafia, but it's more like just more like a street gang. And he kind of like a biker gang sort, and he's a very violent individual. Kind of is a fist first, talk never kind of guy, but he's talkative now. He's covered in sweat. Yeah, he's a thug. And so immediately Blake and Seth recoil, recognizing Keith. This is Keith from high school. Keith, the guy who broke Carl's nose for laughing at him for having drabby clothes. Um, the very same Keith, the same dirty blonde hair, blue eyes, now covered in sweat, who just came out of a bathroom, shattered windows, and the shouting seemed to have come from him. You know, he was shouting earlier, saying um, somebody help me, somebody help me. He clearly failed his act cool role. He failed under pressure. He started shouting and panicking. Seth is confused. What's happening? Who's chasing after you? So, chat can declare what is it that's chasing Keith? What is it that he saw that spooked him completely? What is this thing? Chat can come up with any ideas for that. It'll be an interesting one. Anything goes. This is the thing that scared Keith and made him lose his cool. Alright. Just to get things moving, while chat is trying to think of the thing that scared Keith the most, the thing that he saw, Blake immediately just starts to roll her eyes and goes, nice to see you again, Keith. Even if it's been a while, we're gonna try to head home. And immediately Keith kind of walks towards them, making Seth jump and move to the side, as it's like, moving. No, I'm asking, what is it that Keith saw that terrified him? It declare anything. It could be anything. Basically, what is it that he saw that scared him, that made him run and scream for help? The chat can get very creative on it. What it is that he saw. What is it that Keith saw that terrified him, that made him break a bathroom window, climb into it, and get into the arcade? So while chat's thinking about what it is that scared Keith, you just basically see Keith talking to Blake and Seth. Just, don't go out. Just don't. It's still out there. It almost got me. Just don't go out. Just stay here. I mean it. Don't go. So, we need somebody to roll for a 2d6. An enshrined portrait of himself in. Dad, why? Dad, why? That's what he saw. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, it's declared. Alright. There's like flashbacks as he sees what looks to be a portrait of himself, the horrible Christmas party, the memories, the flashbacks come back, and he's just angry. It's still out there. Don't go out. So somebody roll me a 2d6, please, as he kind of kind of threatens them to not go out, because the other two is going to see that portrait of himself that no one needs to see. Yeah, the secret must remain hidden. Oh my god. Well, this is chaos chat. So, somebody roll me a 2d6, no space, exclamation point, roll 2d6. Merry Christmas. Yeah, somebody roll me a 2d6. No space. No space. Oh! So given that he has an ability where it says it uses tough when he threatens them to not go out, that is immediately a critical success. You see Blake and Seth go, alright, we're not going out. But we don't know what's out there. You don't want to know what's out there. Keith, or something. You don't want to know. It's... Just don't. Don't go out. We're safe here. We're not going anywhere. And Blake is confused. She kind of looks at Blake. She doesn't move, just so what? We're gonna stay here until the morning? Is this gonna be like some kind of Five Nights at Freddy shit where we're gonna be in the arcade? And Keith doesn't respond. He kind of goes and looks around for the windows, kind of making sure that they're all closed. Seth kind of looks, are we really gonna stay here? I think the arcade closed already. You know, like, are we really gonna be... the lights are off in the arcade. The only thing that's lit up are the neon lights and some of the machines. Are we really going to stay here for the night? Because the scary guy from high school told us to. I'm very scared of him though. He actually has an ability, because they basically will do it. But Blake kind of is very suspicious of all this. Like, what is it exactly that he doesn't want people to know? So, let's have the lovely characters start to investigate. Somebody roll me a 2d6, please. No space. Anybody in the chat can roll 2d6. The first person that will roll, that is what the result is going to be. I rolled last time. I know. Oh yeah, bestie, are you there? You want to roll? Oh, Zen's been contributing a lot, but you know, they can always roll. They can always contribute. But they've I think they're trying to give chance to others as well. But I'm open to people just rolling. Also, a soft reminder that there are 3 things you can avail for channel points. Take 10, make them fail, random effect. Those are 2 channel points. I know, right? That's okay. You do it, why not? God damn it! How dare you? Okay, so I will roll on behalf of Blake. Let us roll for Blake. Alright, let's just make sure. Fortunes. Once per mystery, you may use them. Look at what the whole you roll weird. Okay. Let us roll first. Sharp. It's a mix. Really? It's a mixed success. Okay, so she immediately suspects that it lets you chat and therefore earn Pokedollars. Fine. So she rolled a 6, so it's a partial success when she tried to investigate what exactly it is. So the question she asks, like she was like, what is being concealed here? She knows that Keith is hiding something. With the way he's looking around and making sure that no one kind of looks outside, kind of gives them a glare when they eat as much as go near the door. Like immediately Blake walks up to Keith and goes, alright, I know it's nothing crazy or anything, at least with the way it's not some kind of serial killer or some shit. What is it exactly? And then you see Keith kind of react and go, you have no right to know. No one's going out. No one's gonna find out. Just kind of glares and says like, I'm really scared of that guy. I don't want to break my nose. Thanks. And then he kind of moves back. He looks over here towards the spot where the crab fell, and to his horror, the crab is gone. The crab toy that Zen declared, it's gone. He goes, guys, who the F put the, yeah, it kind of terrified him. And he goes, alright, like basically Blake is confronting Keith right now on the knowledge, and Seth's just like, guys, guys, he kind of panics. He keeps looking left and right, he does this, kind of looks over there, and then he looks like, guys, kind of just flips back and forth, seeing as the crab toy disappeared. And you notice, he starts to notice, there are some toys with certain glowing eyes. They're Furbies, and they all start to turn and look towards Seth. Guys! And Seth keeps going, and you see that Blake kind of confronts Keith and goes, alright, it's like, let's just say I know you have a track record, but what is it exactly? Blake says to Keith, and Keith Foobies. That goes, somebody's trying to send me a message. They put something out there. No one should have known that. It was only in the family. It was only in the family. How dare they? Kind of, there's a bit of panic there in his voice, as it's like, how could somebody have known? No one's supposed to know. It was a secret. But I will take it. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. So, and well, who's sending the message? Alright, like, you know what? We're done here. And Seth kind of rushes towards for the door because he's a bit panicked. He's a bit spooked. He starts to run towards it, and in the door, as he gets there, the crab thing, the crab toy is there, and the crab toy immediately lunges at Seth. So, I need to know for the chat, as he's rushing to get out of the arcade, what does the crab toy do to Seth? I love you. It says that it pinches at his collar. Oh, alright. I love you. And, it lunges at him. My brain's just like, what? Let's see if he's able to. He starts to panic. Ah! Ah! They're shouting, and he's going to he just continues to scream as it's pinching his collarbone. I'm going to give him harm for that because it starts to cut into his flesh. He starts to bleed a bit. And he's just screaming, panicking, and the other two up here rush to the scene. And they're like, what the hell is going? And they just see Seth just like hearing, I love you, I love you. And they just like, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. Seth is just trying to get the crab toy from pinching at his collarbone. And it's like his white shirt is now with a bit of red. He's just in panic. And all of these Furbies start to repeat what the crab said. All the Furbies on the side slowly turn towards the group and go in chorus, I love you, I love you. And you see that the Furbies, just like this crab, they start to spread like crab-like limbs from underneath them and start to jump towards the two groups. I need the chat to declare what it is that Keith and Blake do as these Furby crab freaking things start to jump at them. Feel free to declare what it is that they do. Like all the Furbies start to go like, I love you, I love you, and they all start to jump towards these two characters. The first and second actions is what I'm gonna go for the characters respectively for Keith and Blake. I wanted to see if they panic first. Oh, you want them to roll under pressure? Um, okay, so you're declaring, okay, so they're gonna act under pressure. I can have them do a roll. You can roll 2d6. Hi! Um, hello, Lynn. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. They're currently getting uh, so basically Seth, the character down below, is currently being attacked by a crab toy. He's bleeding on the collarbone. He took harm, and it's pinching at his collarbone, and it starts repeating, "I love you, I love you," and you see all the eyes in the map. There seems to be Furbies in the toy store. There's a toy store beside the arcade. They all start to sprout crab legs, and they're starting to jump towards Keith and Blake. Unfortunately, Dad rolled a 5 out of what coal does he have? Hold on, the crook only has 1 6. It is still a fail. We will mark experience for the crook, but he is not calm. He freezes in place and he goes, "What the fuck is that?" Like he's starting to shout as, you know, the crabs are jumping at him. He wasn't able to react properly. As you guys see in the map, there's a teddy bear behind him that sprouts crab legs and jumps from behind him and starts to deal a certain damage. It's just Keith starts going like as the crab thing starts to uh, like attack from behind. This teddy bear became a crab bear. Feel free to declare what Blake. So Blake, just note that Blake is coming from a family of monster hunters. Emotional damage. Yes, that is what's happening to our unfortunate boy over here. Anybody else would like to declare actions for Blake? So that is Keith's action. What about Blake? Uh, oh, okay. All right. So, let us check what abilities. Okay. I will declare that she has ancient. Agree. I vote steel. Okay. Let's roll first. Somebody roll 2d6 for me. One for Seth. Seth has an uncanny ability to find an unusual item. So let us roll 2d6 for Seth, and then 2d6 for Blake to use that steel chair. So 2d6s, please. Going once. Okay. Zen. Ooh, Zen rolls a crit for Seth. Seth, as he's like he's struggling with the crab, he just sees over there. There's a steel chair. He starts to point at it. Immediately, we'll just go over here. He kind of finds a chair. Let's this one. You see that Blake starts to rush, tries to grab the chair. Fortunately, with that roll, she failed. She tried to grab the chair, but all of the Furby crab abominations start to rush over and start to puncture their little limbs. You know, like those little limbs, they start to poke and pierce into her. She's like, ah! Like, she's feeling a lot of pain as these pincers start to poke at her. I'll declare that all of them are injured. Seth is 3 points away from death. Keith is 2 points away from death. And with that fail, from Blake as well, 2 points away from death. She still has okay, mom switch it, fine. So Seth was able to point it towards, because like it's hard to find the steel chair here. So she did find the steel chair, but she wasn't able to whack it. They're kind of injured. They're bloodied up from the evil piercing of the crab, like it's embedding into their flesh, and it feels like the limbs are like kind of mechanical as they're just puncturing repeatedly, and Seth just starts screaming, like, get these things off of me! And then all of them are just panicking and losing blood in this particular scene. I would like to ask the chat, where do they go? Do they return to the arcade room? Do they go to the bathroom? Actually, I'll put it up as a poll, real quick. There are places where they can go. It's either they go outside into the garbage area, they go to the arcade, back in the arcade, in the bathroom, or in the office space where Blake found the steel chair. So we're gonna go, I'm gonna put up a vote. Let's, first ever poll, let's go. You poll, where does Blake, Seth, and Keith go? What's Walt? What's Walt? What is Walt? A restroom? It's a, okay. Restroom, office where steel chair was, office with steel chair, and then outside trash alley. I think those are the viable options right now. Let's, oh no, ah shit, I put it at 5 minutes. Wait, let me, sorry, my bad, let me do that again, because it was 5 minutes. Okay. Bathroom. Ooh. I am slow with polls. I am sorry. Let us put this at 1 minute. Okay, start poll. We got a minute. We're gonna put it up to a vote. See what it is. It's been chaotic so far, but not as chaotic as I expected. It's not bad. This one, this particular part. They basically go outside. Through where? Over here. See this door over here? They're gonna move out. There's also a broken window from the bathroom. There's a door from here. There is also a broken window from here. From where Keith broke in. Weird, I don't see the poll in mobile. I am so sorry. I'm too slow. Lol. It's okay. What did people vote for? Oh, okay. I guess the poll was too fast. Rip. Feel free to tell me, from the 4 choices, people can tell me what it is that they'd like to vote on, and we will, the one with the majority declarations, that's where they're going. So the choices are: Dad is back in the arcade, bathroom, office where they got the steel chair, or the trash back alley where they can access it through the door on the right side. Where was in Shine trash back alley? Anyone? Okay, so trash back. So by the way, where he was running from this area, then that he was running over here. So he ran here, all the way here. He kind of made his direction from here, made it over here. So this, technically, the general direction where the enshrined portrait is over here. Well, it's gonna be outside. Let me zoom out the picture so you guys can see the full map, kind of, without. There you go. Alley it is. Okay, so, everybody starts to rush towards the doors. I'll need, for this one, I'm gonna make a roll for one of the characters. Somebody make 2 rolls in the chat as they're trying to push out the creatures off their body as they're rushing towards the door, towards the back alley. Over here, they're making their way here. So I will be rolling on behalf of Keith. Somebody roll for Seth and Blake, please. Let me roll for you. So, let's see. You have that ability. Okay. Just roll. Okay, Keith is making a gun for it. Like, he just rams his body into the door, throwing. You just basically see him throwing all of it. He gets a +1 forward. You can gain it, take +1 forward, and give 1 to another. He starts to shout at the others, "Come on! Come on!" Have you seen dice wheels? Roll. Okay, partial success. Round clickety clack. Feels like blasphemy. Carousel. Yeah, dice wheel. It's really good. Thank you for that bump. Thank you for that bump for for the Project Hope. There is a small layout over there. You see a small bar with it is Hope, Project Hope Ukraine. We're currently at 32% of our goal. Big A rolled for Seth. What about Blake? Who's rolling for Blake? You just see Keith kind of slamming at the door, pushing. You just see all the crabs kind of relieve. The teddy bear that was behind him kind of flings out. Lynn, can you roll a 2d6, Lynn? If you could. Just roll real quick as Teddy Bear kind of leaves Keith's back as he rams into the door. Because of the sheer force of that success, it breaks open. It was locked for some reason, but he breaks it with sheer force. Oh no! Blake failed! Oh no! Oh no! Seth starts to run as well. He's panicked. He's just running. There's some, even with the -1, he's still gonna be fine. 7. Okay, usually means running on you. On a +7, you. Okay, so Seth gains another harm. He manages to pull out the crab, but the crab manages to slice a bit of his neck. He's starting to bleed through his neck, but he manages run, and you see that Blake is being swarmed now by all the Furby crabs. And Seth, he's kind of like two dots close to death. He holds his neck. He's trying to put pressure on the bloody neck that he has, but he manages to break off the crab that got him on the collarbone. He turns and he starts going, "Blake, get out of there! Blake, get out!" Like he's shouting at Blake as Blake is being swarmed by crabs. He's going, "I can't! There's too many!" Okay, so oh, thank you for that donation. I appreciate. Ooh, then I'll let it work. Okay, we are at 33% goal. Thank you so much. So, Blake is now swarmed by these Furby crabs. It's like there's 5 of them. They're all going, "I love you, I love you, I love you." It's like it's just repeating on repeat as they start to climb. Chat, declare. I guess my future is Blake. Boo, Dad. Boo. 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 So, no, thank you though. So, what, declare what Blake does in the scenario. There is 5, 6, crabs. Yeah, we're blaming that then. So, there's just crabs all over. Furby crabs all just going, "I love you, I love you." Chat, what does Blake do in the scenario? Still has a steel chair from what Seth declared. Keith just goes, "She's a goner, we're out of here," and he just starts to run because he was so successful. He manages to run all the way to the trash area. And Seth is at the door, but he is waiting for Blake. I'm blaming you for Blake's luck. Oh, by the way, if you guys have points, channel points, you can declare a take 10 for Blake. There is a take 10 channel point that you can direct to a target. So it could be a character, it could be the monsters. There's also the fail that roll if you guys want the characters to fail. Check out the channel points. There are 3 new channel points, each of them with 1,000 and 500. There's also random effect. You can declare a random effect. 3 new channel points that you guys can use. Take 10. Let's go, Lynn. Okay, I'm assuming the take 10 is for Blake. So instead of, yeah, take 10 hydras, goddammit. So instead of 4, it's a take 10. So they're able to kick some ass, Blake, because Dad. Yeah. Okay, so on a plus 10, you basically, she's getting swarmed. It's too many. She just lets out a run and she starts. Seth is surprised to see in this instance, Blake basically does a lot of. Oh wait, why is that not refreshing? Wait. Okay, so basically, Blake does a lot of kung fu fighting because 10 is a critical success. Just starts, kung fu fighting, throwing all the crabs and just like smashing against some of the areas, like she's grabbing, like this is like she's bleeding all over, but she's just like you know, she's managing to punch, kick at all of the Furbies and the crabs. They're all flying, they're all going everywhere, and like the like they start getting distorted when they get smashed on the walls, and then Blake's just like, fucking hate these things. And Seth is dumbfounded. He just saw his best friend kick some ass, and just like, did you take taekwondo or something, dude? And then Blake just rushes, like, let's go, and drags Seth into the back alley. And then Blake was like, you left us there to die, asshole. You hear Blake go. And then Keith's like, every man for himself. As he starts to run, he is horrified to see that at the end of this one is his shined portrait. It's no longer on the other end. It is now here. Oh. He's horrified. It's there on that end. His enshrined portrait of the Christmas situation. He's horrified. You see Keith just pale. He freezes. He goes, no. Who did this? Like, no one's supposed to know. And you just see this portrait, by the way, this enshrined portrait of this thing. It's there, just standing there, and Keith just backs up. It's not supposed to be here. They're not supposed to see it. Why is it there? Why is it there? Like, you just see Keith start to freak out, and you hear the Furbies just, you know, hey, review, and then they don't seem to leave the arcade. And Blake and Seth, they're just like, did that just happen? And then I need the chat to roll a cool, or basically 2d6, for both Seth and Blake to not laugh at seeing a photo of Keith in an embarrassing situation. Can somebody roll 2d6, two of them, one for Seth and one for Blake? 2d6. 2d6. Okay, Seth is unfortunately bursting out laughing, like, oh my god, is that you? Oh my god. He starts to laugh at Keith. Blake is a bit more serious. You know, there's no smiles. They're kind of like, they do have an effect for that. They're like trying not to smile or laugh, but alright. Okay. That happened. And you just see they're all bloodied up. And he goes, Seth just howls in laughter. And then Keith kind of turns to them. It's not funny. Like kind of turns and goes, the Keith kind of looks at them and goes, it's not funny. You're not supposed to know about this. Somebody's messing with me. Somebody actually went out of the way to enshrine my freaking portrait. Don't you fucking laugh at me. He's shouting at Seth, don't you fucking laugh. And Seth's just like, but you look freaking hilarious. Do you see yourself? Do you see yourself? He starts to laugh so hard at Keith, and Keith is just livid. So I need somebody to roll 2d6 as, basically Keith is gonna punch Seth for laughing. And Blake's like, hey, if you would want us to not talk about it, you're gonna have to do something for us. Okay, Keith is so shaken with his photo. That's a +2. +2. That is 5 + 2. Oh, it's a partial success. Jump scare effect. Jumping the photocopies of his pictures by dumping a box of photos. What? I don't get that, Dad. Um, Zen, I'll keep that roll, Zen. Don't worry. Um, because of Keith, that's a 5, and he has a +2 on tough. So he actually punches. Um, he punches Seth. Seth's nose breaks, but Seth's like, "What the?" And then Seth punches back, and when he punches back, Keith gets punched in the part where he got stabbed by the crab. Thank you for the hydrate. Getting some water. So basically, uh, Seth, Seth and Keith traded blows, and then Blake kind of just like goes, "Could you cut it out? Clearly something's wrong with that freaking arcade. Arcade, there's something there. Stop fighting." And then she goes, "Look, Keith, how about we just leave?" Okay, of dishonor command. Okay, definitely we'll do dishonor. But Blake kind of parts. Okay, back it up, back it up, both of you, stop it. And he goes, "Keith, we're not gonna say anything about those photos if you bring us to a place where we can patch up. Whatever attacked us in there really hurt us really bad." And then Keith just goes, "Fine, fine, just follow me." And he kind of walks to the side, and I'll use the 2 that Zen has for Dad's request. Basically, there's a jump scare as they pass by the portrait. It explodes of pictures of photocopies of him in that embarrassing situation. Just, "No, no!" And he just freaks out again. But eventually, as all this ends, the scene fades. We shall change scene as yeah. Don't worry. We actually end the scene now. It was just a really short scene. We are now currently in the end scene, where more or less, uh, they head towards. They kind of head towards the place of Keith. So Keith's location is kind of like a rundown apartment, TV's on, and the 3 decide to more or less investigate what is really going on in that arcade. They barely got out of there alive. The Furby crabs, what the hell are those? And so, blackmailing Keith that they won't say anything about his embarrassing Christmas portrait, they've made his apartment into a makeshift monster hunting, crab Furby hunting headquarters. They're kind of like their base of operations, where they try to investigate what it is that's happening in the arcade. So I'm actually gonna stop Chaos Chat Day there. I hope you guys enjoyed the short run. I didn't have much to go with in terms of, because Chaos Chat Day requires a lot of input, but I did enjoy the few things that we were able to release so far. It ends here, actually. I'll just probably I'll have to consider the time frame on when it is I run this. Definitely, it's a lot better to run it with a lot more people in chat, so that there's a lot more roles. Yeah, we made I Love You very terrifying. Thank you for everybody's input. We have officially 3 names for our investigators, and we have a location. So we've actually made a story, a skeleton of a story so far. I hope you guys enjoyed the short Chaos Chat Day. It was kind of chaotic, but not as chaotic as I expected it to be. I definitely want to keep doing this in the future. I think it's very fun to create characters, and yeah, Tangina, kakagising ko lang. Hello! Yeah, we just finished Chaos Chat Day. We're at the end scene of them basically, you know, blackmailing one of the hoodlum to more or less, yeah, no, it's okay. So basically, um, they kind of blackmailed, uh, they blackmailed Keith into using his apartment to become like a base of operations to figure out about those monsters in the arcade. Um, so yeah, they kind of survived. I definitely wanted to keep going. Uh, just for Koroskare. Um, I mean, I can resket again for another time. I think it's better for that for now. Because it is 2 hours and we definitely need to do laundry. So, uh, it was just experimental so far. See if it works. Don't worry, Korsker, I'll let you join in the next Chaos Chat Day. Um, yeah, I need to. It's okay. I do appreciate you dropping by, Korsker. Thank you for everybody that's lurking. This kind of Chaos Chat Day definitely needs to be on a day that people are a lot more active. But I did enjoy the concept of it. I enjoyed um, like getting input from people to build this story, and I think Monster of the Week is a good place to build a story around it. Um, I enjoyed the system of Monster of the Week. I definitely want to try a different system as well. Maybe I can try Vin's TTRPG, the messenger for these kinds of scenarios. But definitely, it's very input heavy, is what I've noticed. But uh, I did enjoy because like all of the storylines was just made by chat. The character names, what they did, maybe Blades in the Dark. Yeah, I could definitely try to use Blades of the Dark. Um, the input of what the characters did, that is what they did. So I enjoyed, even if it was a test run, I enjoyed it for what it is. It was short, it was sweet. I definitely look forward to doing more of this again. Um, I think this is definitely something I want to do, um, like kind of for long term uh, chaos chat day. But definitely it needs a lot more people to be in here. So I'm gonna have to cut the stream short. Sorry, this is 2 hours, but I think it was a good test for the first ever Chaos Chat Day. Thank you for everybody that participated, especially, um, you know, Seth for giving the city name, Blake for being kind of one of the stars of the show, Seth as well. Dishonor as a reminder. Thank you, thank you, Seth. Thank you so much. Definitely adding dishonor as a command for that request. Um, Probably I'll do this every month. It's not gonna be a weekly thing. It's gonna be a monthly thing. Thank you for the subplot of the enshrined portrait of the embarrassing Christmas. I just enjoyed how I was not prepared for a monster. I was expecting somebody to give the name of the what kind of monster it is, but the fact that it was a thing was actually cool. And because of that subplot, they have a headquarters. So definitely looking forward to that kind of experience as well. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the layout. This is definitely the look of Chaos Chat Day. I'm keeping this kind of layout just for Chaos Chat Day, and then we'll just change the system every now and then. I think it's really fun. Definitely something I will do monthly. But yeah, tune in. So I'm not gonna be streaming. I'm not gonna be streaming on my brain. I'm not gonna be streaming till Wednesday. Shrine Portrait, yeah, we can't unsee. So we're gonna be streaming on Wednesday for Recap Wednesdays. Tomorrow I will be doing Open Table both on the Dudes and Dice Davao Facebook and YouTube. You guys can also check out Variable Play. I'm gonna be running a game an anime game of Friendship and Victory. If you guys want to check that out, that will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Or you guys can join in if you guys are like the morning for the EST people, that's gonna be 8 a.m. Yeah, recap day is gonna be on Wednesday as always, and for Thursday, because Bestie is busy, we will not have paints and chill. So Thursday might be a rest day for me as well. Here is. Let me just grab the Dudes and Dice page. So it's gonna be live here. The goal, we're trying to. So this is the YouTube page. You guys can check it. It's gonna be live streamed. We're playing Friendship Effort Victory. It is an basically kind of like this game. That is a 2d6, but it's a lot more open-ended. It also has playbooks. It's very anime heavy. It's kind of like it has the shonen anime vibes. If you guys want to check it out, it'll be tomorrow at 8 p.m. on YouTube. We're trying to hit the goal to try to get to 100 subs by the end of the year. So if you guys can like and subscribe to the YouTube channel of Dudes and Dice, that's really gonna help. Generally, we just want to hit the goal to get 100. We're already at 75. If we get to 25, it is called Open Table, and the system that we're playing is Friendship, Effort, Victory. I actually can show you guys the image. Hold on. Let me pull it out. There you go. Here you go. So it is a game of friendship, effort, and victory. March 1, that is tomorrow, 8 p.m. Basically, it's Open Table, the show for Dudes and Dice. I'm the game master there, and Variable Play are the content network in which we're creating this content. So friendship, effort, victory. It's a shonen anime. If you guys want a premise on what exactly the game's gonna be about, try to think of Anime Space Jam. It's Anime Space Jam. That's the TLDR without giving too much away. Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, please do. It'll be on the YouTube channel. So yeah, again, thank you so much for joining in this very chaotic, well, not chaotic, it's a bit a pull and pull, not as chaotic as it would be, but thank you nonetheless for joining Chaos Chat Day. I hope to see you guys in the next Chaos Chat Day. I'll also see you guys on Recap, which is on Wednesday. Thank you for joining this experimental stream. I really enjoyed it as a GM and just interacting with chat. And thank you for everybody that lurked. I appreciate the time. And thank you as well, Lynn, for that donation to Project Hope. Hopefully we can meet the goal by the end of March. We can meet that goal. Let's go for that one. Definitely want to get to 100 for that one. Let's find somebody to raid. You should. Oh wait, I'm looking. It's probably a friend who's playing Elden Ring or something. Ah, someone. Oh, Juicebox is on. Do you guys want to raid Juicebox? You guys want to raid Juicebox? Juicebox. Let's go. Let's go raid. Let's check first. I'll just double check first if they are. Okay, they're drawing. They're drawing a. Ooh, they're drawing a skeletal horse. I love that. Let's do that. Horror. Thank you for the raid buttons. Let's do. Let me type first. Juice box of apple. Juice box of apple. They're drawing some kind of grotesque horse thing with the muscles. I love it. So let's go give them a raid. But yeah, thank you so much for everybody that joined the first ever Chaos Chat Day. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next stream. Thank you for joining the campfire. Thank you for joining me in the den. Yes. Let's go. The den children have arrived. Send her my regards. Bye.